In the year 1899, the countries of Europe were on the verge of war. Big weapons are being developed. The London police see a tank hitting the Bank of England. The tank is fired upon, but there is no damage. The doors of the tank open and terrorists come out, led by a man named Phantom. The bank vault contains blueprints of the Venice Foundation, which they aim to steal. Britain blames Germany for this theft. Then the Phantom reaches Germany, where he kidnaps some scientists in Berlin, and it destroys the whole place. And this time, Germany blames England for this, which increases tension between the two countries and also creates a situation of war. After this, we reach Kenya, where a man named Reed is searching for a man named Allan, who is a famous hero, and he used to work in England earlier. Reed says that he works for the British government and needs help because he wants to stop the next world war from happening. But Allan refuses because he doesn't want to fight anymore. His family died because of this war. Just then, Phantom's men come there, and they were looking for Allan. They shoot an old man, mistaking him to be Allan. Allan opens fire on all of them, and the shootout begins. It was very difficult to kill those goons because they were wearing armor, and they also had the latest model gun, which was automatic. After killing all the goons, Allan agrees to help Reed. Allan reaches England, where Reed introduces Allan to his boss, M, who tells him that he wants to form his own team named the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, whose objective will be to stop Phantom. Then we meet the members of that team. The first member of the team is Captain Nemo, whose ship will take them all to Venice, and that too in 4 days because he has found out that the Phantom's next attack is going to take place there. The second member of the team is Skinner, who is invisible due to taking a serum. He has no cure to become normal, and he wears pants over his face so people can see him. The next member of the team is Mina, who is an expert chemist, but Allan is not happy to see a girl on the team. And Nemo shows them his latest automobile technology, whose driver is also a member of his team named Ishmael. As they leave, they do not notice that someone is following them. They arrive at the home of the very popular Dorian Gray to recruit him to their team. He lets them in, as Mina was once his ex-girlfriend. Allan remembers that he has met Gray before. Gray was a little kid, and it seems that he never grows old. Gray has no interest in joining the team. While they were talking, Phantom arrived there with his men, and a fight starts between them, and we see the talents of all the team members. Gray is immortal. He cannot die. He is riddled with bullets, but the man is surprised because Gray's wounds healed. Nemo uses his sword in martial arts. Allan uses his gun, and a boy named Tom Sawyer also arrives there who was following them. He is a Secret Service agent sent by America because America is also worried that this world war can reach their country. Skinner takes off his jacket and starts fighting the enemies by becoming invisible. Phantom was running away, so Tom went after Phantom, who jumped from the window into the water. They all think that the fight is over, but a man who was hiding catches Mina, but then Mina becomes a vampire, bites the man, and starts drinking his blood. Gray joins their team. Then they go to Paris. Nemo shows his group his ship, which can be used as a submarine. When they arrive in Paris, Allan and Tom chase a big monster named Dr. Henry Jekyll. He is known as Mr. Hyde because he is a monster-looking human who is the result of experiments, and he is going to be the last member of their team. After running for a while, Allan traps Hyde in a place, and the two together calm him down. Allan gives Hyde a deal. If he helps them, Allan will talk to the Queen, who will let him live comfortably in London because he has many charges against him. Hyde agrees and then suddenly turns back into his human form. The team is finally complete. The ship transforms into a submarine, and they set off for Venice. Using blueprints stolen from the Phantom, they must learn to live together, but they don't get along. Everyone keeps teasing each other. Nemo and Ishmael find powder spilled in the control room when suddenly a book closes behind them. He gives the powder to Mina, who examines it and explains that it is used by photographers to make flashes. Meanwhile, Allan teaches Tom to be a good marksman, but his aim is still weak. Gray comes there and tells him his secret. There is a painting in his house that is magical, and his magic is that instead of him getting older, that painting gets older. He cannot look at the painting, otherwise he will lose his powers. Hyde goes to his room and is shocked to see that a bottle of the medicine that made him a monster has disappeared. He tells Allan about it and blames Skinner. They think he must have stolen it. Then finally they reach Venice and a carnival is going on there. After seeing the blueprints, they understand that the Phantom is going to destroy the whole city. The team gets ready and starts looking for the bomb, but after a while the bomb gets deactivated and all the buildings start falling one after the other, like a domino effect. They have to destroy a building so they can save the city. They set out, and the whole team is walking down the street when Phantom's men surround them. Skinner flees. Gray thinks Skinner knew Phantom's men were coming, and that's why he fled. Allan and Tom shoot at them, but Phantom has too many soldiers, so Mina jumps out of the car and starts killing all the soldiers. The ship is also damaged by the falling buildings. Allan sees Phantom ahead and goes after him. Tom was left alone in the car and he finds the building whose fall will stop the domino effect. Nemo fires a rocket at the building, which destroys the building and stops the domino effect. On the ship, everyone learns that Gray is actually a spy working for the Phantom, and he shoots Ishmael. Meanwhile, Allan takes the Phantom to the cemetery and the two fight. Allan attacks him, causing the Phantom to take off his mask and reveal that he is actually M, who wants to start a world war by impersonating the Phantom so that she can sell the weapons she has made. He manages to escape. Finally, the whole team returns to the ship and sees Ishmael dying, who is in his last moments. He tells them about Gray's truth. Gray then takes the ship's exploration pod and leaves to meet the Phantom. The whole team follows him, and they find a recording left by Gray in which the Phantom's voice is heard. He says that Reed actually still works for him, and he formed the team so that Gray could collect samples of everyone's superpower abilities, which means Gray was the one who stole Hyde's medicine bottle. He took Mina's blood, scratched Skinner, took a skin sample, and also took a picture of Nemo's technology. Allan was recruited because he has the ability to capture a monster like Hyde. He used Allan to create his own super soldiers. In the recording, the Phantom tells them that he has planted a bomb in the ship that will explode once the recording is over. Soon after, the ship explodes, and the engine room begins to flood. Nemo can't do anything to save his ship, so he tells his men to seal the engine room. Hyde says he can help him, so he drinks his serum, goes underwater, and turns into a monster. He uses his powers to pull a lever and open a valve, which drains all the water out of the ship, and the ship starts floating in the ocean. After this, they all get a message in Morse code from Skinner, who had secretly entered Gray's pod. He starts telling them where he is going. Now finally, they all reach northern Mongolia, where they see the Phantom's secret fortress. They all wait for Skinner in a cave. He comes and tells them that the fortress is very big and all the kidnapped people are scientists. They work 24 hours a day to create a super soldier using Nemo's advanced technology. The team begins to make a plan. Meanwhile, Gray asks the Phantom for his painting, after which we learn that the Phantom stole it so that Gray would work for him. When he gets the painting, Gray refuses to fight. Now the team reaches inside the fortress and starts killing the guards with their powwow. Skinner starts planting bombs everywhere. Meanwhile, Hyde finds Nemo and his crew, who free the scientist's family. But the Phantom's guards discover them, and a shootout begins between them. Nemo's weapons are ineffective as the enemy is wearing full body armor. Nemo protects himself from the bullet by using the door. Meanwhile, Mina finds Gray, and the two begin to fight. During the fight, Mina notices the painting and takes the opportunity to grab it. Gray throws her on the bed, but Mina stands up and grabs Gray and forces him to look at the painting, which destroys his magic. He regains his imprisoned life and dies. Allan and Tom are looking for Phantom, who was looking at the samples of all the team members. They both catch him, but a guard comes there and Phantom takes the opportunity and runs away with the sample. They both go after him, and they bump into an invisible man. But it turns out that it is not their team member Skinner. He is a soldier created by Phantom, and he attacks them. Allan chases Phantom, and Tom fights with that invisible man. But in that fight, he was wasting bullets. At the same time, a soldier comes there and starts burning everything in the room. The man's attention is diverted, and he gets caught in the fire. Tom attacks the man when he gets the chance, and the soldier dies when the gas tank explodes. Allan meets Phantom and a fight begins between the two. Allan picks up an axe with the intention of killing him. Nemo rescues all the scientists and Hyde is protecting them, but then a big monster guard arrives there, which Phantom had created by mixing all their serums. He has become such a powerful monster that even Hyde and Nemo will not be able to defeat him. Hyde turns back into a human, due to which both of them have to run away from there. Just as they are about to make their deadly attack, the bomb planted by Skinner explodes, and the building starts collapsing. Nemo and everyone else run outside, and the mutant monster is killed by being buried under the rubble. The Phantom saves himself from Allan's attack and shows Allan that his invisible man has caught Tom. Allan goes to save Tom, and the Phantom attacks him from behind and jumps down from the building. Allan's glasses break, due to which Tom picks up the rifle, remembers the shooting skills taught by Allan, shoots the Phantom from a distance, and kills him. He had a box of samples, which fell into the water. Allan tells Tom that now the responsibilities of the world comes to the new generation, after which he also dies. At the end of the film, the team together buries Allan near his family in Africa and decide to start a new adventure together. When they leave, a witch doctor comes and performs a ritual of sorts, and the grave starts moving.